Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another healthy dessert recipe video. You guys love the healthy desserts, so I brought you 3 more. We're making some edible pumpkin cookie dough, some apple crisp, and some salted caramel fudge bites. They are so delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try them, eat them, and enjoy them. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first thing we're making is this delicious pumpkin cookie dough. Of course, I'm starting off with some pumpkin. This is just plain pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling. You want to make sure you get the puree because the filling has added sugar. And then I'm adding in some coconut flour, a little bit of maple syrup for sweetness, some almond milk, but you can use any kind of nut or plant-based milk that you like, some vanilla for flavor, along with some pumpkin spice. If you don't have pumpkin spice, you can definitely just use cinnamon. And then some nut butter. You can use almond butter, cashew butter, pecan butter, whatever you kind of have on hand. And then we're gonna stir that together. And the great thing about this is that it is full of protein, it's full of healthy fats from the nut butter. We have some delicious coconut flour in there that adds some fiber as well. And then we have the beta carotene rich pumpkin, which is really good for your digestive health. And then the touch of sweetness, which really makes this like a dessert. So you just stir that together until you get a nice cookie dough texture. And I'm folding in some dairy-free, sugar-free chocolate chips, but this part is optional, but it does give it that like edible cookie dough, like pumpkin chocolate chip type of vibe. So just stir that together and then that's it. It is ready to go. You can store this in the fridge or the freezer and then scoop out some for when you want it. Comes together in 5 minutes. Really good, healthy dessert recipe, a good healthy dessert idea for any time of the week, and you are going to love it because it is so festive. And I just like scoop some out and there you go. You have a really nice, quick, and delicious dessert. The next thing we are making is apple crisp. If there is one of my favorite fall desserts, that is apple crisp. So I'm starting off by cutting up some Honey Crisp apples. Honey Crisp apples are by far my favorite, but you can definitely use your favorite apple. And we're going to be slicing them up. Now, I like to keep the skin on my apples because it does add a bunch of fiber, and there's also so many vitamins and minerals that are in the skin. You just need to wash them properly. However, if you really don't like the skin, you can definitely peel and take the skin off. But like I said, there are so many great vitamins in the skin, and it does boost the fiber of this recipe. And fiber is so good not only for your gut health, but really making it satisfying, helping to feed the good gut bacteria and all of that. So once you slice up all of your apples, I used 3 large ones, or you can use 4 small. We're going to be squeezing some lemon juice onto the apples. This adds a little bit of flavor and really helps them bake nicely. I'm adding in some tapioca flour, but you can also use arrowroot flour, some cinnamon for some flavor, as well as some vanilla. Now, I wouldn't skip the either tapioca or arrowroot because when you add this in combo with the lemon juice, it really helps to get the apples nice and soft and jammy. So this way, it absorbs any excess water that may have come out when the fruit was baked, and you're not going to get a watery apple crisp. And this applies to all fruit baking recipes. So go ahead and give that a stir and then add that to your pie dish and smooth that out evenly. And then I'm just using the same bowl we had the apples in to make our crisp topping. So I'm using some almond flour as well as some chopped nuts. I'm using a combo of pecans and sliced almonds, but you can even do walnuts, whatever you like. Some coconut sugar, some cinnamon, some vanilla, and then to bind that all together, some coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you can definitely use ghee as well and substitute in this recipe. But the combo of the healthy fats from the almonds and the protein, and then we have the crunch from the chopped nuts themselves, honestly makes such the perfect like crisp crumble topping. If you were like me, I'm like definitely a crisp or crumble person over a pie person any day, and this really gets wonderfully golden. Plus it's grain-free, gluten-free, vegan, and all of that. So once that's all stirred together, all you have to do is sprinkle it on top of your apples. And the great thing about this is that you can definitely prep this all in advance and then bake it whenever you want to. And then once you bake it off, it does keep in the fridge for about a week. So you'll have lots lots of leftovers for a nice, delicious, healthy dessert during the week as well if you want to make it on the weekend, or you can bring this to a Thanksgiving, a friend's potluck, anything like that. It's really a good tried and true staple recipe. And like I said, once it comes out of the oven after you've baked it, the apples are nice and warm and soft and jammy. We have the crisp golden topping. You can even add some, dairy-free Cool Whip or some dairy-free vanilla ice cream here to really round it out, but it's honestly so delicious on its own. I just had some this morning. And then we're making some salted caramel fudge. This is a really good, simple, easy recipe with just some maple syrup, some vanilla for flavor, some coconut oil, and then some nut butter. And you can use any kind of nut butter that you have on hand. Just be aware it might affect the flavor if you use one that has a strong taste like hazelnut or walnut. Then you just stir that all together until it is nice and smooth. And the great thing about this is that these little fudge cups just keep in the freezer. And so whenever you want one, you can just take them out. They have some, healthy fats in them, so they're really satisfying. And they really have that texture of fudge that you would get when you go to like the pumpkin patch when you were little. And then just stir that together until it's all nice and smooth. And we're going to be taking some silicone molds. So I ended up using 8, even though you just see 6 on the screen here. I had to take a couple more because we had a lot of fudge left. So I made 8 cups here. And this is like a really good, easy thing for you to make if you want to make a quick dessert. They freeze in about 30-35 minutes, but depending on how cold your freezer is, you might want to leave them for up to an hour. And all you need to do is scoop them until all 8 are evenly scooped, and then that's it. You have your salted fudge cups. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen my last healthy dessert video, I will leave it here on the screen so you can get lots more healthy dessert inspiration. And I will link my free healthy dessert ebook that has all my top recipes, all my top healthy desserts in the description box and in the comments, so you can download that and get lots more tasty desserts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.